what you do. It's that simple.
You know what's insane? And I just hit it.
What's up?
I just started the recording. I forgot to hit the record button. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah. Son of a bitch.
That's so funny.
That's goofy. 100%.
That is goofy. Yeah, that's great.
But yeah, if we can, because we just definitely did talk for a little bit. If you don't mind, can we run through that
No, go ahead. That's fine.
one
Yeah,
more
yeah,
time
that's fine. Yeah.
with telling people who you are and how you got to be where you're at?
You like right now restart it?
Yeah, I just hit the record, so
Jesus fucking Christ.
uh yeah, I'll put the intro and everything else in after. I'll do all that and I'll put your
You'll
accolades.
fix it.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
No,
Just,
I can say it again. I really don't care.
just about fucking 15 minutes of talking, just down the drain. It's a good
That's
conversation.
so funny. That's so fucking funny.
But I mean, at least we know how many accolades you have now, and it's exactly 16. So if you want to go ahead and give the people who don't know you a rundown again, because obviously
It's fine.
my dog was listening. That's the only one.
Oh, hey, shout out to the pup. So yeah, I have a 16 major Top Cut finishes between YCSs, Nationals, ARGs, PPGs, Goofy Gauntlet, W number 17. Um, throughout since about 2011 is when I got my first top. It's a long, long time ago. Holy shit, thinking about it. My first top actually I qualified for the Worlds, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, so your first
Um,
stop was what, Nationals?
Nationals 2011, yeah,
Oh,
it was
that's
wild.
amazing. That's amazing.
It was pretty cool. That was the very first event I actually tested every single day for like almost 2 full months with Cesar Gonzalez and Stefan Bazell. We tested literally every single day.
Well,
Like
what
not
format was that?
exaggeration, like Tango Plant. It was like Tango Plant, Gravekeeper, Six Samurai. Agent just came out. There was it was mainly GK Plant and Six Samurai were the top three decks, and then like TG's was one that won the national. Shout to Hanse. Um,
Yeah, that's right.
like other decks, there's Black Wings. There's other good competitor tier two decks that were just good. Like I lost the Black Wings round 7 of that national. It's like nothing I can do about it.
No, absolutely.
Um, let's see. After that, I have I think it's like 59 or 60 regional top eights. I think probably 10 or 11 of those are big regional wins. So I got first place at regionals, going either undefeated or X1. I just happened to get first. Um, yeah, I mean, my first top eight was it's like samurai format with 3 gateways. A long time, I think 2008 or some shit like that.
Such a great deck.
Yeah, it was fun. That was one of my that was my first tiers. That was actually my first tier zero format that I ever played.
Really?
Yeah,
God.
because I started playing competitively in 2010. So the tier zero format around that time was probably considered like Synchro Cat or like Frog FTK. And I didn't really play Frog FTK. I was going to locals then, but I never played seriously. So I was playing like jank deck just because I wanted to go locals and have fun when I wasn't doing baseball seriously because I was still in high school. But
Hmm.
my first ever tier zero format was like the triple gateway format, and actually top eight a regional net format. It was pretty cool.
How do you feel about this tier zero format? I mean, it's you've been doing very well with
I
tier paleo, and
Yeah,
uh,
I mean, I actually started trying like playing the normal Ishizu deck. Not because I think it's better or my deck was inferior to it, but I just wanted to, change it up a little bit, trying to adjust to the way the format's shifting.
right.
I don't mind tier zero formats. It really does reward people for all no all
Cutting in and out.
you should win. But I mean, hey, our you is no god awful player.
Hey Joe, you're cutting in and out.
Hmm?
Said you're cutting in and out, like probably connection or something.
Yes, for you. It's probably my connection. Hold on, let me check my make sure I'm pretty sure my Wi-Fi's on.
Oh, there you go. That was good.
Yeah, I'm connected. Alright, that could be a little bit. Alright, cool.
All right, but
Um,
Yeah, you took a little bit,
No, I mean just
little
saying like
break.
a tier zero format like right now.
Say that one more time.
When I took a break, I said yeah. I mean to go back on the tier zero format, it's yeah, the format is unbearable if you just decide not to play tier. I mean it's that simple. I mean, it's either tier or flu. There's kind of really no other like maybe Sprite, but there's no other like really no other choice you should be playing right now. It's kind of just that simple.
No, it makes
I
sense. Like,
mean, the Exo Sister, like those like Exo Sister, those decks are just like play shifter, get away with it. Like they're not bad decks. They're going to do well in the format if they play against all tier. But when they don't play against tier, those decks usually crumble.
right. Like,
Um,
if you don't open D
but
shifter,
like
you kind of scoop.
compared to other, oh yeah, exactly. And like now the metaverse is three, like Necro Rally is more accessible. Shit, that's a problem. But then like the decks can adjust to it. Like tier decks not gonna play like Tornado Dragon or Titan Knight to battle the floodgates. Like it's not that hard to adjust your deck to beat the meta. It's really not.
Right. Makes sense.
And then
You actually took a
like
break
from
from the
other,
meta. Go ahead.
yeah. So I come back. I took a break. I didn't play because I usually do baseball during the early spring, like when spring training comes up until like August. I'll usually do baseball, so I don't really do cards much during the baseball season because I focus a lot about that. So that's my true passion. And I came back the Monday before the Peabody Regional in Mass. So I don't remember what date that was, but it was the Monday before. I started playing that Monday night with Rodriguez, who actually taught me the entire format in a week, and we
That's insane.
tested almost every night. Yeah, we tested almost every. I didn't even know what a tier card was. Like I wasn't. Like, usually when I take my breaks, I usually stay involved in the format. But this time I didn't because my team went deep into our playoffs and I didn't get a chance to really keep up. So like when I'm taking my breaks, I usually try and watch some YouTube or deck profiles just to kind of get an idea what's going on. But this time I didn't. So I went to my first local before that weekend and I played Sky Striker. That's just the deck I always play when I come back, just because I can play it and usually top a local and have fun.
Right.
Um, and like I won like two locals without knowing the format. Like I just played mine. Like honestly, I was just dropping mine, protecting it, and not being a potato. And winning. But then like when I learned the tier cards from Will, I was like, holy crap, these cards are broken.
Yeah,
So like I learned that deck in about a week. Learned the format, the Flu Exo Sister because it just won the white before. And yeah, I ended up getting one X1 at the regional without knowing the format during the week of, and I learned it pretty much the day of the interactions.
do you think taking these breaks and taking intermissions from the game actually makes you a better player? Because like we were talking about earlier before I hit record, the uh your buddy Chris LeBlanc, shout out to him. He got his fourth YCS after taking almost a 2 year hiatus. How do you feel
Mm-hmm.
that taking breaks affects your long term and short term game?
I mean, I think it depends on the kind of person you are. Uh, I know Louis LeBlanc, when he took his break, he came back and he was hungry, doing well. And then once he started topping again, it was just a matter of time before he was going to win. He's just a natural. When he's in top cut and when he gets deep, he's going to win. He's undefeated in the finals whenever he went to a finals, an event PBG or ARG or YCS, and he's never lost in finals. Um, and shout out to like Hanse, taking a 10 year, almost a 10 year break from really playing and winning nationally. That was
That was
to him.
insane. Like that's what
Yours on
happens
the
when,
same exact date, which is pretty cool.
like, I can't believe
Like the
like he
same
did that.
exact date. Yeah, like the same exact date 2 years, like 10 years ago, he won his first event, and then 10 years later, on the same exact date in July, he won the second one, which is pretty freaking sweet. But for like me personally, when I take my breaks and come back, yeah, I mean, I like competing. I'm a competitor, and usually in everyday life. So when I come back, I want to learn. I want to be the best. And just play my card and hope that I still got it. Show people I still can play the game. That's usually what it comes down to. I
Absolutely.
like I like still being around top tables. I like still seeing people watch. I enjoy the crowds. I don't really crack under pressure much for anything, including baseball or my normal day of life. Um, yeah, I mean, for me, when I come back and take breaks, I usually will top event or two, and then I'll go on another break or whatever. If I enjoy the format, I'll still play. But with the format shifting now and not as many events, I'll probably take another break again coming up soon because I'm also like I have a full time career. I got a fiance. I got a son. We're buying a house. Like I got a lot going on, so gotta look
Right.
forward to that.
Well, congratulations on that. Buying a house is a
Uh,
it's a wonderful
it's a
step.
mission right now.
Yeah. Right
Oh,
now.
it's a big mission right now.
No, absolutely. To be honest, I think waiting is probably the best, just because it seems like we're almost going into a recession. So
Yeah, the market's definitely revamping itself. So we just it's the time that it's okay to buy right now. We're just kind of feeling out the waters. If we get something that we like, we get it. If not, we definitely we take things one step at a time.
absolutely, but I would definitely just look at the interest rate and make sure the interest rates
Oh
are
yeah, 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 yeah.
pretty low, because right now a lot of houses are low, but the interest rates are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it depends on the town too you're going to or wherever you're moving to. It's
Right.
also very important.
Speaking of topping, we were
Mhm.
talking about this a little bit earlier, but how do you feel about the accusations of Yu-Gi-Oh top players using performance enhancing drugs versus what actually goes on with hard work and dedication?
I mean, there's always going to be people that are haters and are going to accuse people of doing something, whether they know for a fact or they don't. It's usually jealousy. It's usually trying to throw someone under the bus because they're doing well and they're not. I mean, if you just look at the people who constantly top like every event, like Christian Arena, Dominic Couch, Hani, Jesse. I mean, the list can honestly go on. There's people that just top every event, regardless if it's a remote dual YCS or in person. But now, um, and it just shows like if you really put the time and effort into it, you will get success. Like it's that common. It's that simple. Like if you're in school, in your career, your sport, whatever you're doing, the more you practice, the more effort you put into it, you'll just get results naturally over time. It's just normal human nature.
Right. I'm almost pretty sure that
And
like Hani and Pac don't sleep. They just go from work to
no, I
Yu-Gi-Oh.
mean, yeah, if you really understand how much effort these guys really put into the game and how much they really test in theory and deck build and run probabilities of drawing hand traps and all this other stuff behind the scenes that you don't know about, it'll blow your guy's mind.
No,
It's
absolutely.
ridiculous. So, like with that part being said, like yeah, if you want to accuse someone of being a cheater or taking Adderall or whatever other substances you want to accuse someone of, that's by all means you can do that. That's your ability as a human to accuse someone and speak your mind, but don't try and slander someone based on something you really don't know for a fact because that could jeopardize them as a human and really put them in the back burner of someone else's opinion that they might want to create an opinion by themselves.
Right.
There's no reason to accuse someone of something you don't have cold hard evidence to because that can really slander them and their
No,
reputation as being a good person.
no,
So
absolutely. It pains a lot of people because it happens all too often where you see someone who
yeah, exactly.
literally lives and breathes Yu-Gi-Oh. Like Pac,
Yeah,
like when he streams, he's streaming almost 4 or 5 hours of straight
that's what
Yu-Gi-Oh,
I'm
and that's
saying.
right
Yeah, or
after
or
work.
yeah, Pac has like a normal 9 to 5 real job. Like Pac's just a normal human being, but he loves Yu-Gi-Oh. And he loves the community to keep people involved.
Exactly. Same thing with like Chris. Like he's literally traveling to different countries,
Well, they're
different
literally
like
in Costa Rica right now. Like right now, they're living in Costa Rica. And they
yeah,
just got back from I think they went like Germany like last week or a week and a half ago or something like that. Like it's crazy how much they're playing, but that's how much they love the game.
like it's insane. And their sponsor is actually pretty amazing too. He's up and
Yeah,
coming.
Mike. Yeah,
Um,
Soneba.
real good. I think their team is JNC.
No, they're on Source Gaming now.
So they're on Source Gaming. Wow,
They
that's a
all went to Source. Yeah, Chris, Hani, Pack,
oof.
Kamal, and Game Elite.
I thought Chris was still on JNC. Damn.
No, he left. He left after YCS Germany.
Oh shit. Are you still on luxury?
Yeah, I'm sure it's Shaft Luxury Gaming still with my boy Nick. I mean, I'm
Absolutely.
not gonna say it's a forever thing, but hey, I don't play enough. I don't play enough right now as it is, so there's no reason for me to switch.
No, absolutely. So with you being so involved with the community and being so involved with like Yu-Gi-Oh itself, you've obviously been on a couple of other teams. Which let's start the pot some more. Which team would you say is probably your favorite team to have worked with?
The card guys.
Card guys, and why's that?
Uh, yeah. I mean, obviously, that's the first team I was on. You're a lot of my big friendships that I have still in the game. Shout out to Michael State and Blair Hunter, two of my closest friends in real life, and Yu-Gi-Oh, like two of my closest people who I talk with a lot. Shout out to Blair, his birthday is today actually. Um, yeah, definitely the card guys. I mean, it got me. This is my first competitive team I was ever on. I quote unquote my first sponsorship where I got paid for doing well in Yu-Gi-Oh, which wasn't a necessity, but it was just a bonus because I still play the game regardless if I do well or do bad. I mean, from there, I went from card guys. I went to Titan Esports with Metamats when they branched out their first actual team. It was pretty cool. Then from MetaMats, I went to TCS, the collector store, with Eden, who now runs Mystic TCG.
Oof.
And then from there, I went to Luxury. Been on Luxury, I don't even lost track, probably over about a year now, year or so. I don't even know anymore how long I've been on the team.
I don't know. I offered Goofy Gaming about a year and a half ago, so it's probably been about a year and a half.
Around the same time. Yeah, I honestly don't remember.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. I think it was around the same time that Pasadena got canceled. So because we were
Yeah,
all supposed to go.
that sounds about right because we're all supposed to go.
Yeah. That was actually supposed to be my last event, but then everything
Mm-hmm.
hit the fan. That's actually my first Goofy Gauntlet, I believe, as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was around that same time. Yeah.
I actually love having Nick as a vendor. Really
Yeah,
cool guy.
Nick and I work super well together. I mean, Nick also is one of my longtime friends, even outside of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I knew him when we were growing up.
Oh damn! I forgot you're
Yeah,
old.
yeah, no, it's not that I'm old. It's just I know a lot. Like I have a lot of networking outside of Yu-Gi-Oh. So Nick and I actually met up when I was still in high school, and I
Nick's
think my senior year or my freshman year of college is when I actually met Nick in 2011. Like right before I started topping, I met Nick.
yeah, but Nick's younger than you, so he was like a freshman in high school when you met him.
Nah, Nick's not that much younger. Nick's not that much younger. He's around my age.
Nah, dog, you're 30. He's 26, 27. He's the same age as me.
No. He's not.
Ah, he lied to me.
I'm like 99% sure Nick is not that old.
I'm pretty sure. I
Or
mean, you're.
not that age, I should say.
I thought he was like 26, 27. Maybe 28
Because
at the latest.
I'm 31. I'm 31,
At 30 old.
and I met him. Yeah, I'm 31, and I met him when I was around that age, when he was doing culinary stuff at Johnson and Wales College. So he's probably only 2 or 3 years younger than me. So he's probably like 28-ish, 27, 28. So I mean, he's not like super young, but he's probably around that age.
Oh, that makes sense.
He's probably like 28, I think. But I mean, actually, it doesn't matter. It's just a number.
Shit.
To an extent.
So, what would you say is the most important aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh to you as Joe Bogli, not the average Joe?
Not the average Joe. That's what I've been saying for a long time. I think for me personally, the most important aspect of the game is just being creative. Always thinking outside the box. I mean, the game is meant. I mean, card pool is what's over like a million cards or something like that. So like, why not use them all to your advantage? There's always like if you look at every deck I've ever played, I've never played 50 decks ever. I always play something spicy or something different in my main deck, side deck, correction deck. I always try and get myself an edge,
Exactly.
whether it's something that's really good or something or something that's really dumb, but you know what, it works. You know what I
Well,
mean? Like
I w-
I'm always a
go ahead.
I'm always an advocate for that. I'm just always an advocate for playing something that's different.
Well, absolutely. Your recent top in 2019 in YCS Pasadena when you were against Couch, you were playing Salmon Great when everybody else was playing, I believe.
Oh, that was a no. When I top SD, I was playing Striker. I was playing pure Sky Striker.
Was that?
I top
Oh, there was
I topped the PBG when I was playing Salmon Great.
Was there another top after the after that one? You were playing Salmon Great for one of them, I believe, right?
I played Salmon Great for the PPG right before COVID, and then I played a regional where I played you actually around 7.
That
When
was
you were playing
horrible.
Dino, and I was playing Salad, and I Baguska'd you, and you got fucking blown out.
That we're not supposed to say that out here. Ah, no, I think wasn't
Yeah, no,
it was game 3 that you top decked the Gazelle because he was at.
we didn't have a game. We didn't have a game 3. You got 2-0.
Oh hell no, we had game 3. I remember that.
No. Game one. I Baguska'd you. You put all your resources into a unicorn, and I ghost ogred it, and I drew Foxy, which got me to Circle, which got me to Gazelle.
That was game 3.
And then we did not have game 3. That was game 1. Game 2, you had me go first, and I opened the debug, Circle, and the Sanctum play with the counter trap. So I went land states. You couldn't evenly me,
I don't remember that.
bro. You're gonna question my memory on this. I have one of the best memories in fucking all of Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm gonna say we went to game 3 and I lost.
That's fine. I still lost. So many years times. It doesn't matter if it was a 2-0 or not. I mean, you can say it was game 3 or not, but I know it was a 2-0.
Tomato,
'Cause
tomato.
I don't allow many game threes. I don't allow many game threes. I'm either getting to it or I'm 2-0 them.
That makes sense. No, when I want to say like 2 or 3 locals, we go back to game 3.
I mean, that's locals, man. Doesn't really count.
Tomato,
But
tomato.
yes, that's fine. Everyone has their time to shine.
You're absolutely right. I'm a local legend.
Uh,
Is there anything that you would like to because we're running on the 20-minute mark, or is there anything that you want to like give shout outs to, or make sure that the people at home want to know
I mean,
about the game?
yeah. Shout out to my team, Lodrick Gaming. Shout out to my fiance Michelle, my son Eli. Shout out to Goofy Joey doing the thing with the Goofy Gauntlet. Probably have another one coming sometime soon, probably in the next year or so. So be on the lookout for that with insane prizing. Those events are always well competitive. Judge staff's always well. A bunch of vendors there. Just keep doing your thing, and then we just shout out to everyone who still plays the game for the right reasons.
No, absolutely.
It keeps casual players involved in the game to really keep the game going. You know, it's Konami's way of making these ban lists isn't just all for competitive play. It makes casual players want to stay involved in the game because that's usually what fuels the game to keep going. I mean, Konami doesn't really make anything from YCS events or anything at all, to be honest. It's like the casual players, that's what really fuels the game. So as long as they're happy, then we'll keep getting events, keep getting ban lists, and the game keeps going on if you want to keep playing it. It's that simple.
No, you're absolutely right. I actually really appreciate you for being my first Yu-Gi-Oh player interview. I appreciate everything that you
Yeah,
do
no
for the
doubt. No,
community.
no doubt. I'll
Uh,
keep doing what I'm doing in the community as long as I'm still involved in the game. I don't ever mind doing interviews or profiles. I mean, I've learned a lot in this game, and it's not my job, but I don't mind sharing my knowledge because I want everyone to get better.
no,
The
absolutely.
more that there's better player, the more better players in the game, the more competition I have. So it makes my quote unquote job harder, and that's what I want.
No, absolutely. And then you're still going to be a part of the game no matter what, because eventually Eli is going to take up either your mantle of
That's not
baseball or
happening.
soccer. I mean, not soccer, either baseball or Yu-Gi-Oh. You don't think he's going to play card games?
I don't want him to, but I mean, hey, if he's gonna be into it, then I can't turn down my kid who wants to do something he's interested in. You know what I mean?
I mean, shit. His dad
If,
is
if he gets into it,
Joe Bogli.
I mean, that doesn't really mean too much, my man. It's just if he gets interested in it, then yeah, I'll teach him. But if he doesn't have interest, then I can't force him.
No, you're absolutely right. It's a great way of
So
thinking about it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Remember to stay goofy and stay hydrated.
always stay hydrated.
Absolutely. Make sure you have your waters. And if you guys enjoyed that video with Interview with a Gamer with Joe Bogli, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And go ahead and watch one of the recommended videos in the top right. Remember to stay goofy, stay hydrated, and I love you.